So it's officially deadline day, and when you're watching this, there'll only be a few hours to go. But I'm going to react to all the latest news and the deals that are pretty much done. I'm recording this Monday, late afternoon / early evening, and Wolves may have delivered on what they promised. You'll know more than me because you'll be watching this in the future, most likely. So, as we know, the Danso deal fell through. So Wolves had to get themselves another defender. So they went in for Nasser Djiga. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. I'm terrible with these names, by the way. 12 million euros plus add-ons from Red Star Belgrade. And if we do not steal the Nenad Milias song for him, it'll be criminal. Milias is actually a coach in the youth team for Red Star Belgrade. Bit of a Wolves link there. If you don't know the song, look it up. It's a brilliant one. I hope it catches on if he starts playing well. Now, he looks very good. He looks really good player. There's a few clips going around. Very strong, athletic lad. 6'4", 22 years of age. He can also play on the right side of defence if needed, right back. So you would assume he'll slot in for Matt Doherty in that position. But it'll be a bit of a fight for that place because Doherty has been playing very well in that position. His international team is Burkina Faso, 7 appearances and 1 goal for them. At club level, for his latest club, Red Star Belgrade, he has got 39 appearances and he scored 3 goals, which is pretty good for a defender. Chips in with the odd goal every now and then. And do you know what? With the Danso deal falling through, it's good that they had another bloke lined up ready to go, because we do need additions in defence. Because although we're looking good with Toti Gomez back, Agbadou's been absolutely brilliant. It is good to have people there, because if we get a few injuries, we know we can be in big trouble. Look at Yusa Mosquera, him getting injured on the season. That really messes about, and we're starting to look very healthy in the centre-back areas. And finally, Fosun and Jeff Shea got their act together. Better late than never, because I'll be honest, I didn't expect anybody in this window, just judging off years gone by. So that's good. Defender. Medical being done in France as I record this. So as I say, as you're watching this, hopefully it's done. Midfielder. Now, we've been linked to a few midfielders. Reportedly, the Volodymyr Brazhko deal from Dynamo Kiev, the player wasn't that keen on the move because of the position of Wolverhampton Wanderers. So don't rule it out. He could join Wolves at a later date, depending on what league we're in. But that deal looks to be off. It was reported that we put a bid in by Fabrizio Romano on Saturday of 20 million euros. But it looks like the club want to keep him, Kiev want to keep him, and the player wasn't 100% on the move. So the other midfielder who looks to be doing his medical as I record this and to join is Marshall Munetsi, a 28-year-old lad, 6'2", from Reims. Now, we've obviously done business with Reims getting Agbadou in, so the club have been in contact with them already, so I'm sure it's pretty straightforward to get this deal done. Some more good money for them. He's from Zimbabwe. He's got 23 appearances and 1 goal for them. 143 appearances, 20 goals for Reims. He's a defensive midfielder and a very strong, athletic lad. When you look at the clips of him, which I'll play as I'm talking, he gives me a bit of the Ndai vibes. If you remember Ndai, we had in the Championship under Nuno. Big physical lad, up and down. Can chip him with a goal too, which is really good. Because, like, looking at Bellegarde against Aston Villa, having a midfielder can run into the box and chip in with goals is what we want, isn't it? So it's good to have a bit of a different player to the likes of João Gomez and Andre. And yeah, so I like the look of this one as well. So 2 decent signings. It's good that Fosun and obviously Matt Hobbs and the scouting team have done their due diligence and looked at players they want and who they want to get in. I do like the look of Marshall Munetsi. Now, I just want to talk about some funny rumours that went round. And the big one obviously was that Connor Coady reportedly was going to have a swap deal with Craig Dawson. Now, when I saw this, John Percy reported it again, a very reliable journalist, and then Liam Keane followed it up, and the Express and Star and Judah did a video on it, but it was quickly squashed by Sky Sports News later on. But this deal, like, a lot of people were very happy with this, because obviously people love Coady, the nostalgia feel, great captain, great leader, but the way I looked at it, although I'd have been happy with it, because I think the way Coady left the club left a bad taste in the mouth, the way they treated him, went out on loan to Everton, left through the back door really under Bruno Lage. Not a way to treat a bloke who's one of our best, probably our best captain I've ever seen in my lifetime. What a player, and obviously played for England. It would have been a nice fairy tale deal, but when you look at it just purely without emotion, letting Craig Dawson go to Leicester, yes, Craig Dawson's not the same player he was since his surgery in the summer, but if he'd have strengthened the defence of Leicester, and for say they'd have stayed up because of that, and we went down in their place, it would have been a disaster move. So, yeah, this time of recording, that looks like it's off, but you never know, things could change and that might happen. But if I had to guess, I'd say that will not happen. But Dawson's probably frustrated at lack of football now, because he's not really getting a look in, is he, this season, especially under Vitor. He's been on the back burner as backup, and I'm sure Coady would have been willing to do that at Wolves and just been happy to come back to the club he loves, because we all know he loves Wolves. But yeah, it was fun while it lasted, that rumour, but unfortunately that is not true, and that will not be happening. On outgoings, obviously Kundal left earlier on in the window, £1 million to Millwall plus add-ons, and now finally the Mario Lemina situation, the drama of that, it's been put to bed. He's gone to Galatasaray, €2.5 million move, so we actually got a bit of money for him. There was reports at first it was going to be a loan, but it is a permanent deal. I think this is the best move for everybody, because he's ruined his legacy at Wolves, let's be honest. He could have left nicely, just everyone wouldn't have begrudged him a move, but the way he refused to play against Newcastle, going into Vitor and saying his head's gone, basically, leaves a bad taste in the mouth, and his behaviour at West Ham, he couldn't handle the captaincy, and really good memories, Lemina at Wolves, very, very good memories, and I thank him for some of his performances, and he was vital in keeping us up under Lopetegui when he joined with Dawson that January window. But yeah, hopefully for him, he has a good career towards the end of his career now, isn't he? But as I say, he's tarnished his Wolves legacy, and if he would have stayed and not moved on, it wouldn't have sat well with Wolves fans him getting back in the team, and it'd have probably been bad for the dressing room as well. We need good energy in that dressing room. I saw some of the clips after the Villa game. It looked brilliant. Everyone dancing around, and I think Lemina made that dressing room a little bit toxic throughout January. Not just him. Obviously, the Cunha stuff didn't help with that rumour of him leaving, but yeah. So good luck to Lemina. Hope it goes well for him there. Pictures of him at time of recording, walking in the airport in Turkey, ready to make that deal done. So yeah, absolutely mad window. A lot of rumours flying around. I don't, like, on this channel over the years, I've rarely done transfer rumour videos. I just want to give my little 2 pence on it. I think the trusted sources are Fabrizio Romano, John Percy at The Telegraph, Alex Crook at TalkSport, and some others. But I'm sick and tired, really. I'm just having a little bit of a rant here, that there's people on Twitter who claim they're in the know, claim they've got sources, put out mad statements, particularly the one about people put about Cunha saying they think he'll leave in January and he won't sign the deal. I think you've just got to take that with a pinch of salt. There's a lot of wannabe journalists on Twitter, and to be honest, I don't know how strong the Express and Stars sources are either. They seem to piggyback off the back of John Percy, but there we go. That's just my 2 cents on it. The Express and Star used to have strong sources in years gone by, but I think lately their sources have got a bit weak. That's just my opinion. They do a great job over at the Express and Star. They're entertaining to watch, good podcasts, but when it comes to being in the know, I think they're way behind some of the really strong journalists. But there we go. That's just my thoughts on it, and looking into it all and following it all as a fan channel to give my 2 pence on it. That's just something I wanted to add at the end. But yeah, please comment your thoughts down below. Are you happy with this window? If everything I've discussed happens, rated out of 10, I'd say it's a solid 7.5 out of 10. We finally got 2 defenders and a midfielder in, if it's happened, obviously. But I reckon we could have got another striker in or something like that. That would have been absolutely, a 9 out of 10 window. Subscribe, really do appreciate it. My subscribers have grown lately as I've passed 7,000 subscribers, really do appreciate that. And as I say, comment your opinions down below, because I do love reading them and responding. Let's hope for a successful week in the build-up to the FA Cup, seeing the old boy Danny Bath and Andy Vyman. And if there's any more news, I'll do another video in the next few days reacting to it if there's any late drama turns in the current window. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a good week.